All right, 12D is the quotient rule. So similar to the product rule, except for that you're dividing. So it's a little bit different. So if you look, we have the second function, the one on the bottom function, times the derivative of the top function minus the top function times the derivative of the bottom function all over the bottom function squared. So there's a little rhyme that people use to memorize this, and it's low meaning the bottom of the fraction, d meaning derivative, and high meaning the top. So we have low d high minus high d low, down below a square must go. Low d high minus high d low, down below a square must go. So if that helps you, use it. All right, so first we have our function on top, which is going to be 5x minus 2. Our function on the bottom, which we'll call g of x, is x squared plus 1. We're going to find the derivatives of each of these separately. And now we're going to use our quotient rule. So we're going to take our function here and multiply it by the derivative, but in the other order. We're going to take our g of x and multiply it by the derivative. So you make sure you do the bottom times the derivative of the top first. So low d high minus high d low. Because it will make a difference for this one because you're subtracting. Down below a square must go. So it will look like that. Try this one. This one's trickier. Keeps getting harder. I'm going to find the derivative of both of these separately. Did you remember to write this as x to the 1/2? Did you remember the chain rule on this one? Multiply it by the derivative of the inside. Okay, so we have low d high minus high d low. Down below a square must go. And if I square g of x, if you square something that's being cubed, you multiply the exponents. All right, we're going to have to simplify this a little bit. So first step is to get a common denominator in your numerator. And I think I will combine the top because squaring it isn't too crazy. So what I did here was I multiplied the top and bottom by 2 square root of x, and 2 square root x times 6 square root x is 12x. So I'm going to expand the top binomial. And don't forget to distribute this negative. And then don't forget it's still all over 2x minus 3 to the power of 6. And so we'll combine like terms. And then this is over 1. And so when you divide fractions, you multiply by the reciprocal. So I'm going to multiply by 1 over 2x minus 3 to the 6th power. So this, let's see, what was our function called to begin with? Y. So this is our answer. As long as I didn't make any silly algebra mistakes at the top. Try this one on your own and then check back. So we have a low D high minus high D low, down below a square must go. Don't forget to distribute a negative and the 2x. So I get minus 6x plus 4x squared plus 2x cubed. And it looks like we have a minus 2x cubed and a plus 2x cubed. We have minus 2x squared plus 4x squared, 2x minus 6x, and plus 2. And that is our derivative. Lots of algebra in this section. So go ahead and finish your homework for the quotient and product rule.